Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And already we're underway here. And when these two meet, generally speaking, sparks fly. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I know people are probably going to knock me as being biased towards my trade, but when you have someone like this fellow, Josko Guardiola, on your side, it's hard not to pick him out. Such an extraordinary defender with an unconventional style, incredibly quick, and so good at carrying the ball forward. Keep your eyes on him.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his present... Thuram! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Thuram clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. He rises! And the header is disappointing in the end.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Plays the return pass. Now it's Kakatani. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Now it's Azar. Now it's Stojkovic. Kokchu. Oh, good spread. And here's Nakamura. Nakamura is flagged offside. Costa Curta. Nesta promptly onto that, and that is that. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Milan, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Rijkaard. Now it's Kakatani. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Inter Milan finding their passes. And this is Hazard. Can he get it through? Hazard. And this is Sneijder. Out to the left it goes. Terrific header! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
That has been cut short. Hazard goes steaming forward.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Stojkovic. And it's Kokchu. Now it's Kakatani. Oh, sweet feet. It's Kakatani! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Kimmich. Hazard. Now, can they get him away? And he's got the... Thuram! And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Nesta. Over to the left. Looking for the run. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Costa Curta. Looks to the other side for Nakamura.
Milan can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Jordan Henderson has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. It's Hazard!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Costa Curta. It's a really well-measured ball. And it's Sneijder. Beckham. Now it's Thuram. Stojkovic. Nakamura. He has found the way through. Nakamura. Oh, nice touch. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Played in with purpose.
Well played and well cleared.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter, and he's picked out the run. And we hit half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised. Hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. Milan leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we are already promptly back underway. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Stojkovic. And it's Kukçu. Kakatani does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Kukçu. Well, that has not gone well. Hazard. Looking to play him in. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Nesta. Kukçu is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Milan are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. Rijkaard, and it's Kukçu. It's a promising position. Lovely feet. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Beckham. Aimed beyond the defence, and he's picked it up out wide. That pass isn't the best.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
He is just caressing the ball. Kukçu. Sneijder. And the counter is on, now then. Kimmich. And it's Hazard. Now it's Thuram. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Costa Curta. Sneijder. That has ended up in no man's land. Nakamura. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Alexander-Arnold cuts out the pass. It's a pretty loose pass. And that's a goal kick. So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Attenzione, un cambio. Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 24. Numero 5. Nakamura. Numero 19. Hazard. Numero 18. Jordan Henderson. Lascia
It's
il campo
Ribery.
per il numero 22.
Thuram is
Il
wide
numero
and looking to
15.
get onto this.
Il numero 10.
Thuram. That is
Neymar.
lovely.
Il numero 36.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Kukçu. Subimendi. And he's forced to go back. Lovely bit of skill. He's tried one! And that could have brought them level.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
Alexander-Arnold goes short. Milan are looking to go forward now. Oh, he's been caught on it here! 1-0 as we head towards the end. Nesta. Added Subimendi. Ball played for Kukçu. And it's Neymar. Milan close now to seeing this one through to the end. Costa Curta. Cannavaro. Luis Garcia. Beckham. Now it's Mbappe. Threads one in. Now it's come to nothing.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
Schneider. Van Bouten. Kimmich.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di
And it's
recupero.
Alexander-Arnold. Nicely weighted ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, Martinez! Alexander-Arnold with the short one. That's tidy. And he's been shifted off it. And time is up. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And that gets things running.
Well, Peter, if you're looking for a top-class left-back, look no further than this guy.
Seriously rapid Serginho. What can we expect from him?
Well, he's like a full-back, wing-back and winger fused into one. There's a lot of people who can learn a thing or two about the way he moves about the pitch.
Yeah, particularly the way he picks up those positions to gather goals and offer assists. That has been slung wide. That is a brilliant interception. João Neves. Alexander-Arnold. Tchouaméni. And it's Serginho. Stojkovic. Now Costa Curta. Cannavaro. And it's Maradona. Nothing significant to report up to this point, but we are still very early in the game. To Henderson. Stojkovic. Costa Curta. And it's Stojkovic. Stojkovic will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Tchouaméni. And it's Azar.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Now João Neves. Played out to the right. That has been cut short. Nakamura. Hazard. Serginho. Searching pass he's played there. Nakamura. Nesta. Now Costa Curta. And it's Azar. And Stojkovic. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Kakitani. He's had it taken off him. João Neves. Vardiol. And it's Serginho. And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Milan do have a chance to counter here. Vardiol. Tries to pass it through. Maradona. Jordan Henderson. Milan ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Alexander-Arnold. And Serginho. Tchouaméni. And it's Van Dijk. Now João Neves. Kakitani receives it in a good position here. And it's Maradona. Played out towards the right wing. Hit into the middle. And he's cut it out. João Neves. Alexander-Arnold. Kakitani. Van Dijk. Azar. Back towards the middle. And it's Tchouaméni. And they're back on the ball again. Now it's Mbappe. Rijkaard producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. And it's Azar. Cannavaro was in no mood for any of that. Kakitani. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Turns back here, probably the best option. Jordan Henderson into the channel. Hazard in acres of space out wide. Great chance! Oh, it's hit the post! Now then, the ball's come loose. And he's managed to get rid. Henderson. Ball played for Rijkaard. Chouameni. Serginho. And the half-time whistle goes. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Milan.
Oh, what a climb! No, not the best of headers. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Bellingham. And Rafinha. Maradona. Now that looks a decent ball. He's being urged to shoot. Kawasaki Frontale needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Well, that has not gone well. Azar. Played back. Now it's Maradona. Vardiol. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Hazard providing an outlet on that flank. Azar. Nicely weighted ball. And there's green grass ahead of him. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And he's had it nicked away. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Plays the return pass. Rijkaard. João Neves did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And it's Maradona. Rijkaard. Chouameni.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Mbappe. Now it's Neves. Maradona. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Just eases him off the ball. Rijkaard. And here's Kakitani. He's in a great position here. Hazard. Hazard gets into a good position. Lovely bit of skill. Maradona puts his foot on the gas.
Milan really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
Nakamura.
Milan clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Can they get him away? Milan choosing to make the first change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 24. Numero 8.
Neymar.
Numero 18. Jordan
And he's forced to go back. Cannavaro. Oh, good spread. Messi is herring after that one. And it's Maradona. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a goal.
Oh no, that was never going to make it. Can he get it through? Goes for a shot! He scores! Finally, the deadlock is broken.
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Kawasaki Frontal really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again. Kawasaki Frontal really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
So there's going to be another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Barella.
3 minuti di recupero.
In with the challenge. Looking to play him in. That's beautifully weighted. Cleared away. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Dida. And that will be it. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Mbappe claiming... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business.
Some say the best ever.
Yep, and I can see why. He's about as sophisticated as players come, and his role covers everything from reclaiming the ball to, well, pretty much everything else. Only a man of his calibre and cleverness can do that.
We have already started here. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Hazard defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Looks to the other side, and it's Nakamura. Hazard with the delivery. Rijkaard gets it away. Now it's Lewandowski. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Cannavaro. For Nesta. Neither side especially adventurous early on. And it's Rijkaard. Played out to the right. That's tidy. Maradona. Little pass back. Savinho. And now the breakaway. Zubimendi. Added Zubimendi. And here's Lewandowski. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
They've played it short. Now this could be a chance. Goes for a shot! Turns back here, probably the best option. Bernardo Silva is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Milan still without a single shot on target. Jordan Henderson. And Hazard. And it's Maradona. And it's Nakamura. Maradona. To Henderson. Spread it left. That's good play. And it's Rijkaard. And that has been clubbed away. Rijkaard. Now there's a fine ball. It's Kakitani! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Now it's Lewandowski. That is good alertness. And it's Bernardo Silva, distributed tidily. He's shifting through the gears here. Savinho! Maradona. To Hazard. Maradona. And he's forced to go back. And it's Rijkaard. Nakamura picks it up out wide. He's found a way past. Maradona. Ball played for Rijkaard. The ball has bounced loose now. Now it's Savinho. Looking for options for movement. And this is Lewandowski. Lewandowski!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Rijkaard. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Savinho. Great defending, strong and determined. Rijkaard. And it's Maradona. And it's Nakamura. Can he get it through? And he's there to clear it. They get a throw in. Kakitani, out to the left it goes. Savinho. And it's Maradona. Nakamura. Rafinha. Savinho could try cutting inside here. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I have to say, I think it's a good performance, but it's clear that they need a little more energy and more precision up top. They proved they can create chances. Now they need to start putting them away. That's the next step.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. So neither side has yet broken through. And a chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Rijkaard. Out to the right. Now it's Savinho. Wriggles his way through. That's a throw. Jordan Henderson. Nakamura. Here's Cannavaro. And it's Rijkaard. Nesta. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. And it's Azar. For Jordan Henderson. And it's Rijkaard. Kakitani. And he's found the way. It's Kakitani! Rijkaard. Bernardo Silva. He's looking wide. Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. So we've reached the hour mark. Passes short and sharp. Rijkaard. Van Dijk. And it's Now it's Lewandowski. That's a good ball out wide. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Azar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And he's picked it up out wide. Gets a good foot in there. Cannavaro cuts out the pass. Rijkaard. Now it's Mbappe. And this is Hazard. He's picked his way through. He's free. Hazard! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was
Substitution in
the finish, of
progress.
course.
Milan choosing to make the first change.
Substitution.
Camavinga. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Neymar. Iniesta. Maradona. And it's Ruben Neves. Aimed beyond the defence. Maradona going face-to-face with his great rival. And this is Kakitani.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Knocks it out wide. Subimendi. Bernardo Silva. Camavinga. Crosses it in.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Substitution.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been
Number
expecting.
8.
Ferran Torres
Rafinha.
getting the call here
Number
in what can be
23.
interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Well, it's going to
Number
make for a
2.
frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
Number 18.
Knocks it into space. Engages and forces him off the ball.
Number 13.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Barella. Ferran Torres. Messi. Now it's Kakitani.
2 added minutes
Rijkaard.
has been indicated.
It's Camavinga. Ferran Torres. 90 minutes gone and nothing to show. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Savinho. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And this is Maradona. And we're done. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Milan certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Hello everybody, and a quick announcement.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
La formazione del Milan.
So, Jim, what would you say are the main strengths of this formation?
The fact that it's easy to dominate the midfield using the two advanced midfielders to find those spaces in and around the area, which will force your opponents back. This is helped further by the fact that you're also limiting their capacity to play through you. And I would say it's probably more a cautious move than an attacking move.
So it's away we go then.
There's Vitor Baia, Peter, exuding his unique brand of calm and confidence, as per usual.
Yeah, he's one of those keepers, isn't he, who has that certain aura around him.
And I think that gives the defence a massive boost, having someone like
Stojkovic! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Milan with the corner, they're first. Matches Nunes can get it clear. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. He's in a great... Mbappe is on his own. Oh, great keeping. Snaffled out the danger.
I just thought he showed a little too much of it to the keeper, but I think he read the situation very well.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And he's picked it up out wide.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
And this is Beckham. That's good defending, very good defending.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He has found the way through. And it's Beckham. And that was nowhere near his best. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Deflected behind for a corner kick. And that has been cleared. He's played it back. Picked out brilliantly. Big chance! Goal! Barcelona! There is the breakthrough. Mbappe duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Barcelona are in front now, the game's only goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Beckham.
Milan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Maradona. Nakamura. Robertson did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Threads one in, and this is Kane. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Kane has been caught there, it's a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. That pass isn't the best. And it's Salah. Has a shot! Out of play for a goal kick. Nesta. Nakamura. Rijkaard. And it's Beckham. Half an hour played now. Oh, that's neat. Beckham. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Beckham really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And here's Kakitani. It's Kakitani! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Saliba. Oh, he's bustling through here. And this is Kakitani! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Kakitani! And he's managed to get rid. Beckham. And this is Kakitani. And the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Maradona. Showing good feet. That's Beckham. And it's Stojkovic. And here's Kakitani. Chance, surely! He scores! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Milan grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Saliba, and he goes cross-field. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Kakitani. In with the challenge. And it's half-time here. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Milan will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remained calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
Yeah, it's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. And we are back. It's Salah! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Mohamed Salah clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Costa Curta. And it's Nesta. That's a good ball out wide. And it's Nakamura. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mbappe could move up a gear here. And he's surging through. Mohamed Salah. He's picked his way through. Mohamed Salah! Oh, it's hit the post. Maradona. Beckham. Kakitani. Played into space. Hazard providing an outlet on that flank. And the finish! They've scored!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Rodri.
Milan are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Maradona is offering some sort of an apology there.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Matheus Nunes. Robertson. Now, can they get him away? Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. Looking for it's Kane! A real chance and a real let-off.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 24.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Numero 19. Hazard. Numero 5.
Oh, that's a key interception.
Numero 11. Lasciano il campo per
Now it's Mbappe.
22.
It's a sharp little ball here. Maradona. And that is expertly dealt with.
Neymar. Il numero 13. Messi. Il
Forward it
numero
goes.
20.
Oh, can he get onto this? Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Iniesta towering forward here. Cross goes in there. Saliba with the clearance. Matheus Nunes. Alexander-Arnold. And now the breakaway. Ball played for Matheus Nunes. And no, he's seen through all of that. Iniesta. Now it's Mbappe. Nicely spread. Messi gets into a good position. It's a really well-measured ball. And it's Maradona. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. It is a corner, good chance. So, third corner of the game. And he's there to clear it.
Milan clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And here's Mbappe. And he's gone backward here. He's had a shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
And they're back on the ball again. Salah. And he's in on goal. Ball swung. Bullish header! Just off target.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Cambio di giocatori.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
I think we're just about done here. Dink through. Alexander-Arnold cuts out the pass. Rodri distributed tidily.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Van Dijk. Alexander-Arnold.
Indica 2 minuti di
And it's
recupero.
Salah. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Jordan Henderson. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. And that's that. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will, and this place is bouncing. Terrific recovery.